Hello guys, today in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle we're gonna do stage 2 of the Battle-Hardened Formidable Foes event in Dokkan Battle. This is movie edition part 1. I'm gonna bring my Vegito team and let's get right into it. This is gonna be mainly early movie enemies of Dragon Ball, as you see Mercenary Tao at the beginning and like Saint Saga, Namek Saga enemies as well. And looking from this, I'm not sure what's the best option right now. Probably putting Beast Gohan in slot 1 is not too bad. Getting UI Goku all those AGR ops is also not too bad. And can we give Gohan a lot of key as well? Yes. This should put me in a decent spot. Beast Gohan should be fine. UI Goku also has his guaranteed dodge, which will help out. Thanks for hitting Gohan. We will also get like additional an additional attack actually, and additional Zupa, and of course additional stats and critical hit chance as well. So that's pretty nice. Okay. Beast Gohan took almost 1 health bar down. This Mercenary Tao has 200 million HP, so he only is one phase fight, so that's why he has so much health. And he has, if he's below 30%, he can crit, so that's something to keep in mind as well. But we're not doing that much damage. I mean, 40 million now before Gohan attacks here. Super Saiyan Gohan attacks here. It's pretty good, but could have been more for sure. And looking onto my next rotation, this might get a little bit tricky. But we will see, depending on how the attacks go from Mercenary Tao. Okay, this is fine. We take no significant damage here. He attacks once before. He supered immediately, right? Now I'm thinking where the super is going to be. I mean, if he supers immediately, I have a problem. And if supers Vegito, I also have a problem. So to avoid that, I'm gonna use Icarus, which gives me for 2 turns 35% damage reduction. With that, I should be pretty safe from everything which can come up from Mercenary Tao. Okay, I didn't get supered immediately, which means I could have probably be okay without using the support item. But this way, I'm pretty much 99% safe. So this is pretty good. Okay, we are doing a lot of damage with Goku. Sadly, we don't get like too many counters with Super Vegito, which would have been quite useful here, since that also would build up his crit more, and with type advantage, of course, here would have been quite great. Okay, my Goku will also do a few attacks here. It looks like we get the triple Zupa here, which is pretty good. And Mercenary Tao is at 40%, which is also above his critical trigger, I would say. Which is not bad either. Okay, we get Super here, which should deal no damage, which is... this is interesting. Using Beast Gohan's... I'm gonna use Beast Gohan's target all here, and this will enable me to do a lot of damage with him, especially as well, and get the STR orbs. And this might give me the chance to finish Mercenary Tao in this rotation actually. Because Tech UI should buff the whole team with a super. And MUI and Beast Gohan can utilize that to do a lot of damage with the crits they will probably do. So MUI, please crit here. This would be perfect, and then we get this additional attack, sadly only, so not additional super, which means we will not do as much damage as I thought we would do. But Beast Gohan getting all those hits on Beast Gohan is pretty good, because that means Beast Gohan has a high attack stat, and he's guaranteed to do at least a double super. Which might not be enough to finish it here, but if we get the third super, it's done here. But we have to see if we trigger the hidden potential. No, sadly not. Which means this rotation has to do it. They use the Bulma support memory. I can turn into Vegeta, use his active skill here as well. Put him in slot 1. And rotate off Gohan, because that gives me a chance to turn him into go into standby maybe immediately on the next fight when he appears, but we will have to see how high our HP is at that point. But Vegeta should be able to handle this on his own at this point. 23 million, more than enough. And with that, we defeated the first boss, and we go into the second boss, which is going to be Turles. I have a pretty good rotation to go into the fight. Let's see. I can do this. I actually don't need all that key, right? Since I have guaranteed. I should get the key by dodging the attacks. Let UI Goku take the hits, and we're gonna rotate off Tech Goku here. Dodge this with UI, get another dodge, and now we have 24 key, which gives us a high attack buff. And we crit also, which is pretty good. Also double super makes it even easier. I mean, if you have UI combination, it's beautiful in my opinion. In this event, I didn't really get the chance to use attack UI's domain, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But hopefully we will not get demolished here. But we already got support and dodged it, so I'm not afraid of anything. Even if I take a little bit damage, it doesn't really matter. And here Goku is effective against all, so that's pretty good. So we deal decent damage as well, and also get triple super again, which is very good. We might even get a quadruple super if the hidden potential triggers. I'm still not sure what the best thing is. This is of course the friend Goku. No, it's actually mine, so I couldn't get the quadruple. But okay, I mean, this is a pretty easy choice here. Getting the tech ops would have been nice for the Dokkan mode, but I guess we will do without it. Beast Gohan in slot 1 will now build up a lot of stats, because Turles does all his attacks pretty much in first slot, which is actually would have been quite nice if he didn't stun. That's of course now a little bit annoying, because that means I'm missing out on quite a bit of damage there from Beast Gohan, but it might not matter depending on And we get triple super again. And from the looks of it, I think this one is enough to finish Turles. Which means it's not enough. Or we get even the 4 super from the hidden potential. I'm not quite sure how to scale the Tech Goku. You can put crit into him, which might be useful, but additional also looks very useful. So I'm not sure about that. Okay, this is an interesting rotation. I will definitely put Tech UI in slot 1. And looks very dangerous. Can we get all those int orbs for UI? Sadly, we don't get 24 key, which is a little bit bad. Let's see who gets supered. Tech UI gets his dodges off, which is pretty good. Ideally, we either get supered or one of our units will dodge it, of course, because I think a super might be too much for anyone to take here. Except maybe Tech UI could take a super. But we will see what happens. Okay, so Tech UI dodged everything. MUI, we will have to see. Of course, damage wise, not as high since we are not 24 key, sadly. But at least we get double super, which is also pretty good. And we might be able to go for the triple. Yeah. Not triple super, it's just a normal attack. And now we dodge all the attacks, which might be bad, depending if Turles now kept his super attack for Gohan. This might be like pretty bad. Okay, so let's see. One attack, second attack. I find it quite interesting how Gohan's Ultra can do less damage early on than his additionals. We survived barely, and do we trigger Bulma? Yes, perfect. And we can turn into Vegeta, but we can also, this is a good question. And turn the friend Goku into Vegeta. Use the standby. But I'm not gonna keep the rotation how it is. I can do this, which should be fine. Wait, I can exchange again, right? Do Vegeta link? Actually, they do. That's quite interesting. So we will go for this. Vegeta will also super. Oh no, I don't have enough key. Maybe I should have transformed exchanged the friend Vegeta at this point. Oh, now we don't link. Okay. Interesting. The Beast Gohan should be fine. Or did I use even his target skill? This is a good question. Okay. Was thinking about the exchange that I excuse me. Thought about the exchange, so I might have forgotten to use the target skill. Okay, I used the target skill. I think it wouldn't have mattered, but yeah. Now I can use the domain, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I will use active skill of UI, which should be more than enough at this point. And we finish Turles. And the next fight is versus Slug. And let's see how this fight goes. Okay, we have a pretty strong rotation. And because we are below 77%, we can actually go into standby with Gohan, which is pretty interesting. So I rotate him off as well because I think this gives me a chance to do like strong damage later on. And since he doesn't get attacked, we also don't need to collect ki with him. This Gohan gets supered immediately, which will hurt a little bit, but it's not the biggest deal. 190k. It could be worse. And we get next turn we get the Dokkan mode, and we have AGA UI there, so with him around, this might hurt a lot to Lord Slug. And we would be in a pretty good position since we also have the standby finish pretty much ready if we get back to Gohan. And the second phase of Lord Slug is physical, so that might hurt a lot. But we see our units this turn do a very good job of handling Lord Slug. 3.5 health bars down. Okay, we have the standby from Gohan, so he won't do any damage, but that's fine. He goes for... I can use even the active. This is not that great of a situation. I will collect this tag orb, which is not ideal, but it's kinda needed because I wanted to get the 24 key with UI, as well as collect the Dragon Balls for the finish effect. So this might not do as much damage. We might not be able to... I mean, I'm pretty sure I wasn't able to finish this turn anyway, since he has like 7 health bars left. We have strong units, but they're strong enough. Maybe Goku would have had... I mean... we get the revive. Okay. Actually, didn't thought about using that because I thought the super attack wouldn't hurt that much because we get to attack first. But that actually is a little bit annoying, actually, because this means that I kind of have to try to finish this turn so I can use like... this is interesting. How do I do this? Do I rotate off Beast Gohan, use the target ability, and okay, I get all those int orbs with Super Vegito, get the tag orbs with Goku, all those STR orbs with Beast Gohan to build up the finish, and hopefully this is enough. Super Vegeta certainly can't counter here. I did want to risk getting supered on him. That was the main reason, so let's see if we can do enough damage this way. We get the triple super, which is pretty good with Goku. Also, we should take no damage here anyway, since we are in slot 2 and the passive should still be available. The extra 50%. Oh, it doesn't matter, we use Beast Gohan's target. Okay, now Beast Gohan, let's see. Only at 17 million, this might not be enough to finish here. Which would be kinda sad. Ooh. I mean, if I get the triple super... Let's see. Second super, does this do enough? I think we were at 1.5 health bars, right? If we get triple... No, sadly no. I have to use the finish since I don't have any other time I can use it. This would have done a lot of damage on the next turn. Because I had to use the revive. Okay. I would just turn Super Vegito. And now I have to think. Yeah, I use the target super active skill. This did two health bars of damage. Pretty nice. Tech UI will buff everyone. Super Vegito will buff Vegito, and then we get all those orbs for Vegito anyway. And I think with this, Vegito should do enough damage. Let's see what the first counter does. Okay, we take no damage, but the first counter 5.5 million. And it did like 12 million with the crit. 16 million. Ooh, we get super. So let's see what the super does. Nothing. It just makes us stronger. Yeah. Lord Slug here for each attack receives gains 7% attack and defense. Up to 100. But boy, 23 million with counter. That's like insane. That's why probably Vegito doesn't have that high of an attack stat, like compared to Goku. I think Goku usually hits like 20 million very easily. And sometimes he goes to 27 million. And Vegito, because of his counters, his damage is a little bit lower, I have the feeling of. Okay. Ooh, very interesting rotation. First is cooler. I mean, who gets rotated off into this? Looks like the second Super Saiyan Goku gets into this rotation. Which means I will rotate him off. I have Beast Gohan, and do I give Beast Gohan give Beast Gohan all those orbs? UI gets free anyway. Sadly, the Tech Goku will not get his guaranteed super. Okay, we get super immediately. This will hurt a little bit, but should be fine. The next phase is gonna be a little bit more difficult for sure. Yeah. Gohan, double super, very good. And I already see we get our attack lowered, which is of course not the best, but at least we get actually the triple super for an exchange. So that's pretty good. Okay, we have UI Goku, please quit here. Nice. And we get double super as well. Perfect. Makes it, of course, a lot easier if you get the crits with type disadvantage. Okay, this is also another crit. That is fine. This is also was a pretty good turn for UI Goku, since he could get all those dodges in, which built up his ki. Okay, we get the hidden potential super with Tech Goku. Very important. Will give us a little bit of extra damage as well. Or extra attack stat, since Goku stacks attack. Okay. Ooh, this is not difficult. If I put Tech UI in slot 1, I might die. And I don't have like the greatest orb placement for Super Saiyan Gohan. But I think I have to use Super Saiyan Gohan. And I also think I have to believe that UI Goku will dodge. I mean, I can make it a little bit easier by using a Icarus or a Whis. I think I will use a Whis to be a little bit more sure. Get all those tech orbs. Vegito gets that AGL orb here, and we dodged one attack. Super. Can we dodge the super, please? Doesn't look like it. That hurt quite a bit. Luckily we didn't use our support memory yet for this fight, so having that available, of course, will be quite good. The question is going to be, can we finish this here? Which, if I have to say, probably not. We don't have the best damaging units in this rotation. Vegeta doesn't get his counters, Gohan is in his standby, which means next turn we will have the finish effect. Or if we take another, if we don't finish next turn, there's a chance we can keep the finish effect for the next phase. But I don't think that this rotation will keep Cooler alive here. Give this the tech up is enough for Beast Gohan, these for Tech Goku, and I guess there might be a chance that Cooler survives, but if we get into the next phase, I have a little bit of a problem. But we have to see if we come to that and how the attack's gonna be, how the attack layout is going to be of Final Form Cooler. Okay, get the crit there. Okay, Goku should finish this here, which is pretty good, and we actually might get into a turn where I actually will be using the UI Goku domain. Okay, let's see. Do we have a lot of orbs for Gohan? It could turn into Vegeta as well, now that I look at it. But is Vegeta strong enough? It's also a good question. And if I use Vegeta, I cannot either lose the domain or the finish effect for next turn. So what's more important? I definitely can go for the finish here. But is that the best option? Definitely gonna use Vegeta. I think he's probably the best option here anyway. And I think I'm gonna use one of the I could also use a Ghost Dasher. I will use Ghost Dasher here. Collect one. I guess I can also collect that Tech Orb and use the finish effect with Gohan here. I'm pretty sure next rotation I have no problems here. I think this event is pretty easy if you use your items. I don't want to use them if not necessary, which is like not a good decision. And I just wasn't sure if Vegeta could handle like Cooler super attack. He should have been fine, I think, but the rest of the team might have been a little... Like UI Goku would depend on if he dodges. I think he definitely cannot take a super. And even if he can, he might not. I would be like taking too much damage. And Gohan, he's not that good defensively. Especially if he's not in his standby form. And in his standby form, he kinda needs a lot of orbs, which I didn't have at that time. So that's why I used the Ghost Dasher. And I think next rotation we have Vegito. Or do we? Yeah, we do. So we'll use Vegito. He should be fine. Also use his active skill. That should do like 20 million. No, it doesn't. Probably because... Okay, the first thing that's gonna happen is gonna be a super. Get the STR up. We had max health, so... Let's see how well this is going to be. I mean, this should do no damage, right? Vegito is pretty much like Beast Gohan, but better. So... Okay, let's see. First counter, 2.5. Attack stat, okay. We will building up. We will get stronger and stronger. Super Vegito also will buff us a lot here. Vegito still... I think one of the counters will finish it instead like of a super. 3.6 million, which does 10 million with the counter. 4 million with counter, 10 million damage. And now 4.2 million, which does 11 million damage. And that's it. That's how you can defeat the second stage of this new event. Can be quite hard. Have to be a little bit lucky as well. As you can see, the final form Cooler can attack twice. I mean, super attack twice. So that's something to keep in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These events quite difficult, I would say. You can get one shot, but that's why it's actually a quite fun event as well. But it can be frustrating if you go into the last stage and then lose to a double super from Final Form Cooler, which happened to me on my last try. But that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know which team you used. Like this video and consider subscribing. Till next time, bye.